start.
Thank you so much. Wait, is it turned on?
Yeah, I think it
Folks, can you hear me? Buongiorno. Do I have to speak loudly in Italian? No? That's good. All right. I see some familiar, friendly faces. Nice. See an audience here of nice people, smart people. I forgot my clicker, though. I might need one of those. You got the clicker, guys? Thank you so much. Cool. So, they give me around 25 minutes. I'll try to keep this very practical and useful for you, all right? My talk is going to be a bit more tactical, which means it's going to have a bit more writing in the slides, but my idea is that I want to help you leave this room smarter, more profitable. Is that okay? Nice. Second thing, I will say some controversial things, and some of you might get upset. Is that still okay? All right, brave people. I see you're like, I don't know, it's going to steal our jobs. Yes, it will. I already replaced some people. Cool. So, 20-hour AI hack. That's a bit like the general vague name. It's like, what is he talking about? What is he going to say? Well, simple. If you run a bit the maths and you put AI to work for you, you can get up to 2 months of extra time per year. That is pretty huge. That was already achieved for a few clients. And it's going to make a difference in your business because you can either double your clients, learn new skills, spend more time with the family, go on more dates, whatever you want to do. But this is kind of the promise of AI. That's why we use it for, to win your time back. Now, this is not one of the important slides, by the way. The other ones are going to be. But it's good to keep in mind what you can achieve once you use these systems. Now, it doesn't matter who I am. You didn't come here to know my story. I come from Italy. You can ask me later about pineapple pizza and my opinions on it. Right? I had my espresso this morning. I'm pretty on fire. So anyway, I've been like chief AI officer for a couple of companies. I used to work in Berlin with another small company called Google. They do internet stuff. Anyway, this is probably, though, one of your problems. How many of you are freelancers or business owners? Good amount. Nice. Brave people. You went against the grain. How many of you want to be freelancer or business owner? Come on, more hands. You can do more. Come on. Yeah, you want to do business. It's pretty cool, I can tell you. My life changed drastically. It's 10 times cooler. But these are some of the struggles you're going to have. You're going to struggle with clients emailing you all the time, asking you more questions, wasting your time sometimes. Or admin tasks, right? Just boring stuff. You're going to struggle with finding leads and closing deals, sales. Because most of you may be like, not most of you, but like, I don't think a lot of you work in sales. So you never received actually coaching on how to do sales, how to close deals. And content creation. Content is great. Super powerful. It makes a difference. I went from like 0 to 10,000 followers on Twitter in 1 year, so I know content changed my life, but you gotta do it the proper way. And going viral is not the solution, by the way. You're gonna see why. Cool, so how many of you have some of these problems? Raise the hand. I'm curious. Either lead acquisition, too much work with management stuff, or just content that's driving you nuts, or doesn't give you the results. We're gonna fix them today. Cool. How we're gonna check your repetitive tasks with some proven AI solutions that I normally share with my clients. I mostly work B2B, but today we're gonna do like a B2C more friendly stuff, all right? So I'm gonna give you 10 solutions out of the 88 that I currently have, and I kind of coded them with admin is gonna be a little emoji clock, content, the paper thing, and sales, the money back, all right? That's pretty obvious, I think. Okay, cool. So this is gonna be the plan, because we wanna help our boy here, mad busy Mike. So we're going to help him and you. Cool. Now, first one that you're going to see here. This is more valuable than you think. Because there's nothing worse than doing the wrong things well. So for me, when I started the business, I had no idea what to start first. What made the difference? What could get me $20,000 per month? I didn't know. So I was going all over the place, working on different projects, not having clarity, making a lot of mistakes. If I would have a business partner that I could ask questions every day and give me clarity, that would have been so valuable to me when I did this like 2 years ago. And now you do. Because you can simply put on the headphones, you go on a walk on the beach, you grab some espresso, and you can talk with your business assistant pretty much. So it's going to be like your AI VA to manage your schedule. Now, a little tip here, you can use the one called Calendar GPT because it's a bit special, that one. It can connect your calendar and tell you what is your schedule today. You can ask it, what should I prioritize and why? Is this going to make a difference for me in 3 months or in 3 weeks? So it's important to start first with the basics, like know what you should be working on and what you should be avoiding. Because there's nothing worse on spending 10 hours per day working on useless stuff. Cool? Now, as I said, this is going to be pretty information dense, so if you get lost, just raise the hand and tell me to go a bit slower. I can dose down the energy a bit, or like if it's not clear, I can provide more explanations. All right, how is it going until now, though? Is it clear? Is it doable? Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Definitely try out first to have conversations with AI to know what you should be prioritizing. Or you can also pay a business developer around like $5,000. They can also help you out. Up to you. Cool. Now, next one that I have would be a new function, like a new thing that they introduced with AI. So if you have the ChatGPT $20 plan, pretty much, which you should be trying it out. It's pretty cool. I have the $200 one, but you should also get access to this feature here. What it means is, well, the problem of us humans is we need to sleep. It's one of these limitations that we have, which is kind of annoying. But that can be fixed because the AI, with this, what they did now, you can literally give it tasks and tell it when to do them. So what I do is, when I go to sleep, I just give it like 5 to 6 tasks, what it should be doing research on my clients, on my marketing plan, on my next products, and I tell them, do this research at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So when I wake up in the morning, I actually already have like half of my work done because the AI went and did this during the night, and I have already the results sent to me by email. So I don't see a lot of people using this feature this way, but you should definitely try it out. It's basically you find it when you select the ChatGPT model, you know, in ChatGPT, you check the one that says tasks and give it a task to do for you, to work during the night. Cool. Now, this is more of an idea to show you what can be done. Why? Because majority of people I talk with clients or entrepreneurs and so on, they think ChatGPT is just this boring conversation back and forth. Like I give a prompt, it answers, I answer back. No, actually, you can do much, much more. What I mean is this is one of the automations that I built for me and a couple of other clients because I was overwhelmed with annoying emails for like customer service and stuff like that. If you run a course or you have a community or whatever, you're going to get repetitive messages. This, I connected it to my Gmail. I added AI into it, and now when I wake up in the morning, all my emails are kind of already answered. Now, I don't trust the AI to the point where it's going to send emails for me. I don't want that. I want to have control of my business. But I just check the answers, and if I like them, I send them. This is so nice. Like, I don't have to actually go and read through all of that. I can just check, and it also prioritizes them for me and so on. So this is a pretty powerful automation solution that you can essentially have today. This is not 2027 or whatever. This is today. It can be done with a tool called make.com. If you're interested, if you're like if you want more advanced tips, I have them too. I'm trying to keep this practical and like no code oriented. All right, cool. Now, let's go a bit from the admin stuff more to the content side, because a lot of you pretty much do content or want to do content or want to do good content. And it used to take me hours, and it was so annoying when you just make content and you don't have time for sales or to manage the clients or to do actually more important stuff maybe. But you should be doing content. So what we do is to do research, we use Perplexity, which is free, and it's super powerful. How many of you use Perplexity? Yes, yes, finally people are catching up. Yes, definitely, you know, if you already used it, it's a great tool, because the difference is before, when you do like web search, you just put a question, and then you get Google Ads, which I used to do in Berlin. Then you get results from like some websites or whatever, and you have to filter through them. So you don't really get an answer. What Perplexity does is just gives you the answer directly with the use of AI. And if you even get like the $20 subscription, you get access to more advanced capabilities, which is great. Like it's totally worth the money, but you can try it for free to do like researching and also kind of ghostwriting with good prompts. Cool. If you do videos, if you need to do reels and stuff like that, I'm not going to spend 2 hours doing video editing. I don't need that. I just use a tool called Opus Pro, which again is free to try out. So it just creates for you all those nice looking reels with captions. You just dump into it like a 45-minute interview or video, and it will create for you like 30 reels. And you have control on it, by the way. You can keep editing the video, keep adding more stuff, less stuff. So it's not like you have to just copy, paste, and have mediocre videos. But it really helped me cut out that time that I used to need to make videos, which is a great asset for your business. Definitely to try out. Now, a little clarification here. I don't go too much into detail of these tools because the biggest change for you is simply going to be going and trying them out. Like this is the main difference I see, talking with hundreds of entrepreneurs and business owners and so on. If I just give you the information and you're going to be like, oh, this is cool, and you never apply it, it's not going to make a difference for you. it's useless. So if you just go and try out Perplexity today and it's like, hey, I actually saved half an hour today, that's cool. This is going to make a difference for you in 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. All right, just to explain to you like how people get results with this. Third one, if you need images for your marketing content, for your newsletter, for your courses, whatever you need to do, Ideogram is also a pretty great free tool that basically generates images. But why did I choose this one compared to all the 100 tools on the market? Because this one also does decently text. I don't know if you ever tried ChatGPT, like when you get the images, the text is some weird language that I don't know yet what that means. This one has been trained to actually write decently. So just do a few attempts, and there you go. Like you're gonna get actually pretty decent material with text at the same time. Huge time saver. So depending on what you need, try out one of these tools. If you have more questions, you can, of course, DM me later. You can ask me questions. I love this stuff. Like I'm an AI nerd since 2019. Like this was my master's thesis in 2019 about AI stuff, but back then nobody cared in Italy about AI. So it is what it is. Definitely try them out. Now, we take a step back and see a bit the human component to it, because sometimes I think people have the wrong assumption that you sell to robots, to AI on the internet. No, you sell to people, as a few inspiring speakers said it today. This is why when I make my content, I kind of use my own like content framework, let's put it this way, that can actually get you money. What do I mean with this? Because most of the time, right, people make videos about interesting, cool stuff, whatever, right? And you get the views and you get the likes and you get 0 clients. I got one meme once, it got me 500,000 views. And I was like, oh my God, the dopamine. I made $0. That was a waste of time. Banger meme, waste of time. I post some like boring make.com guides that I get like 9 likes. 2 business owners DM me, I make $3,000 in 1 day. That's pretty nice. You should do similar stuff. So you don't look at the likes, don't look at the views. If you are being careful, like doing a bit of research and knowing the dreams of your customer persona, right? Because you are aiming for a specific person to help. You should, if you want to do good business. See their dreams. What do you want to win? Probably you want to be free. You want to be more profitable. You want to live life on your own terms. Yes, I hope so, at least, right? But we are also human, so we have fears. I fear that I'm not good enough, that I'm not capable, that I don't have the skills. I need to fix this. And I have blocks, right? I'm not good at programming. I don't know how to make videos and stuff like that. So as long as you keep targeting these specific areas, you're going to resonate with people, and that's what you want. You don't want the likes, you don't want the virality, you don't want the numbers, you want the impact. That's why even if you get 9 likes, but you make like a contract of $2,000 or $5,000, it's a win in my book. Maybe also for you, I don't know, up to you. But definitely have this content compass in mind when you make content, if you want to be profitable. Now, let's go now to the third aspect, which is the money bag, revenue, leads and outreach. Because I know some of the struggles at one point, once you have a little bit of success, is finding more leads. What I mean with leads is simply like people that are interested in your services. You make content on social media, nothing happens. There's a better way to do it also, a different way. So I use this tool called Instantly AI, which is basically cold email outreach. All right, and it's cool because it also has like a database. So if you know what you're doing, who's your target persona, you can literally put in there like the specific information about them. Where are they? How much money are they making? What industry? And you're gonna send 1,000 emails, out of which 30 people are gonna say, unsubscribe, how did you get my email? F you. Cool, that's okay, they don't know you, it's fine. 10 are gonna say, yeah, this can help me, can you tell me more? Out of which 2 maybe are gonna actually become your clients. So in the span of 2 weeks, you went from no profit to like $5,000 or like 8,000 or 3,000. This is an easy win that people are not doing because they're afraid. They're afraid of their limitation, like, oh, I'm not gonna send emails. Like, it doesn't matter, we're on the internet. Be useful to people, and you're gonna see an impact. This is, again, just a tool to try out, Instantly AI. Once you try it out, once you want some success, just text me, for example, what are my copywriting frameworks, what emails do I send that actually made me money, so just start. Just start. This works if you have 0 followers, by the way. People are making fat money with these systems. Now, I know some of you might be saying, but I don't want to send cold emails. That's not for me. Cool. Here's another way to do it, which is basically with personalized messages, right? Which is nice. You go on LinkedIn, you know, and you send a nice research message about your ideal customer persona. The problem with this is that it takes too much time. You're going to research their website, their bio, and so on. It's going to take like 3 hours for little return on investment. This is why, again, I built an automation for myself and for my clients where I just plug in their website on a spreadsheet. The AI does the research, it reads it, and it prepares for me a personalized message. So then I can just like use this, send it to them, it's research, it makes sense, and then when they finally answer, I'm going to go actually and check their website. Saves me so much time. And you can actually do personalized stuff. So again, if you have more questions about this one, just ask me later. I'm going to be happy to help you out. Cool. Again, another problem that I'm seeing with content creators, freelancers, a bit their niche. They're not sure with the niche. What is my niche? So you should do research on it. Simple as that. But not just weeks of endless research that's not going to get you anywhere. Now the AI systems have this new feature again, similar to what you saw with Task, which is called deep research. And they have it in Perplexity with a $20 plan. They have it in ChatGPT for $200. They have it in Grok for like $40. What it does is it goes to like 20 to 80 websites and it puts together reports for you. And it gives like a 10-page report paper on what is your niche or where are you standing there based on your information. This is phenomenal. This is literally stuff that McKinsey consultants would give you for like $20,000 and you get it for 20 bucks. I think it's a good deal. You should at least try it out. Do this to know how to own or like, master your niche. Last one, I'll keep it simple, is simply like sales battle cards. How many of you are familiar with the sales battle cards concept? Yeah, it's okay. What I mean is simply you need to prepare your pitch. So we went through a little bit of a journey here, right, with Mad Busy Mike. So we kind of fixed his admin problems because he was wasting too much time on emails and useless communication. We managed to find ways to make the AI work for him during the night, fixed his emails, helped him make better content, more focused content, find more leads, personalize these messages. He knows his niche. Now he's getting people on phone calls, right? So he has the opportunity to make the money, but he's fumbling the conversations. Client is getting on, lead is getting on the phone call with him, and they ask you, I saw a competitor charges half. Why do you charge so much? Oh, because, boom, you lost $3,000. They're not going to buy from you because you didn't have an answer ready, so you need to nail that. Now, to give you a bit of transparency, I'm not a sales guy, like I'm more of a teacher. But I needed to do sales for my business. I got on those conversations with business owners who were making like 7 figures, and I needed to find a way to offer my value to them in a good way. So that's why I got the AI to coach me. I literally went on walks, with the headphones on, and I told it, for example, like, here's my offering, here's my pitch. Does this make sense? Is it valuable for them? How can I make it better? And I would just ask it, roast me. Why is this bad? Because usually AI is agreeable. It's like, oh, that's great, Alex. No, roast me. And it's like, why do you talk 10 minutes about your Google stuff? Like, they don't care. They want to know how this help their business. Fair enough. You got me, ChatGPT. Easy prompt. Prepare sales battle cards based on all that you know about me. So you're going to put there your context, right? You're going to say what you do, who you previously helped, why do people buy from you, and figure out why they don't buy from you. Because once you fix that, your sale conversion is going to be up at least by like 20%. Because people we love the good things about us, we avoid the bad things about us. But you need to be mindful of those if you want to do profitable business. Cool? So this is like the sales battle card. So the next steps at this point is simple. I showed you around 10 solutions. I know it's a lot, probably overwhelming. Pick one, just one. Try Perplexity. Check out the sales battle cards. Figure out how to get more leads. Ask me questions later about which one of these tools you want to focus on and use it. Because once you start making more revenue, then your business is more successful. All right, let me put it this other way. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I need you to be successful so you can do business with me. Because once you have a successful business and you have too many leads and you're like stuck with all these admin tasks, you're going to need automation help. And there's one guy who can help you with that. So I need you to be successful. So yeah, put it to work for you. And the last thing is, like, if you want to contact me, usually find me on LinkedIn, a bit less on Instagram, just because I don't use it that much. And also, every like 2 to 3 months, I kind of run like a small group coaching, like B2C. Mostly I do B2B for like company work. But if you're interested, like in a small group, which is more about accountability. Because I know that most of you, like, you're smart enough to know a lot about AI. The problem that I'm seeing with a lot of people is like accountability. They don't have clarity and they don't know what actually works or not. So this is why I kind of offer these small groups where we do like workshops together. You can ask me questions every week, and then we can like try to basically get you from point A to kind of double your revenue or actually have a legit business in the span of like 1 month. That's like kind of AI assisted. This is what I normally do. So I think that's it. Do we have time for like 1 or 2 questions? If not, I think I'm on time.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
For questions.
Absolutely. And before handing it like just A or B, should we stay on ChatGPT or should we transition to DeepSeek? Is there any vibe there?
There's a much better solution. It's called chathub.gg, where you have all the AIs in one place. So I don't have here a demonstration of it, but it literally runs 6 AIs at the same time, and you can compare them. It costs $18.
Oh, Jesus.
Chathub.gg. I'm not affiliated with them. I just use it daily. So it's basically all the AIs in one place for a cheaper price.
By the way, guys, if you want to just like share links on the Telegram group, whatever you use, whether it's DaVinci or whatever, if you want to make a little list collectively and just send each other some links, that's what we're here for.
Or send a
Any
question,
questions?
like a questionnaire.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a great presentation. I learned a lot. I also am helping people with AI. And
What's your name, young lady?
I'm Miranda.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What is your take on Zapier versus Make?
I use Make because it costs half.
Okay.
So Zapier is the most well-known one, but like Make looks cooler. It's easier to demonstrate value to your clients. Because when they see all those automations running, you know, in the background, they're like, oh, now I get it what it's doing. With Zapier, they're like, yeah, you just put this like in 20 minutes. They're like, no, it actually more value. And as I said, it costs half.
Okay.
And additionally, if you want to try it out for free, make.com, they give you the full capabilities. So like even on the free plan,
Gotcha.
which is great compared to Zapier, that's more restrictive.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much.
And what was that? Make.com?
Make.com, yeah.
All right.
In Europe, we have this thing with GDPR.
Ha.
And you know, I know you're Italian, so you might know what I'm talking about. We cannot send emails just unsolicitedly without the permission of people. How do you come over it?
I have the answer for that for you next week in Slovenia. I'm going to be at a conference. We're talking about like AI and GDPR for lawyers. And then 1 month later, like in Vegas, I'm going to talk even in the US. But to fix that in Europe, it is kind of okay with B2B. What I would do is mostly the LinkedIn approach at this point. So like if you want to play it safe, don't send cold emails in Europe, but send the other solution that I showed you with the personalized messages. So you can literally do a bit of research on their website, and on LinkedIn you tell them like, hey, I see you do amazing stuff with this. I think I can help you get more results or something like that. Also, this works really well. So it's just like it's not like one is better than the other. It's 2 different approaches. I like more this one, but this makes you easier, faster money.
Thank you.
Cool. More questions. Is he gonna steal our jobs?
All right, cool.
Yes, it will.
Hi.
I already replaced like 40 people.
Cool. Hey, Alex. How's it going?
Yossi, what's
Good.
up, my man?
Good. I'm pretty good, man. So all this stuff is wonderful and fascinating for 1,000 different reasons. My question, though, like for somebody like myself who's not as in tune with all of these things and also being able to organize all these things, is there anything out there that I can like look at all these things and still be able for like me to like handle like all these different websites and the different things I can use like based on like AI processes, so I can kind of streamline my load so I'm not too far gone in like the vortex of the AI flow?
Yeah, what I tell all the business owners, man, you just ignore all the AI hype. You don't need all of that. Like literally the 10 workflows I showed you today, if you deploy these in the span of like 1 month, you make like double the revenue. Because the problem that we're having now is information overload. They keep showing you every day new tool, new advancement. That's not really going to help you directly. So just focus on 2, 3 tools that you use daily and just ignore all the rest until you get results, and then kind of scale up or do something different. So this is a great starting point. Also, I can tell you Notebook LM from Google is like free to use, and you can have all your business information there. It can give you like, you can use like as an AI second brain.
Thanks, brother.
So I would use that for your business.
I appreciate it.
A lot of questions.
Hi.
Yes, please.
I have a question about using a streamlined system. So let's say, for example,
What is your name, young lady?
Alina.
Hi, Alina.
Hi. So let's say, for example, you have your email marketing, like an active campaign, then you have your Calendly for your calendar tasks. Then let's say maybe you have a group program in school, and then maybe you have some other tool to do something else. Is there one where you could just, or like landing pages, another one, right? Is there one that allows you to kind of just use one platform for all the things, so it's just like integrated and communicates, and you're not paying like 10 different $200 a year fees, and you're just paying like one fee for one thing?
Well, there's two ways to approach this. You can either do some automations to connect all this stuff in one dashboard, something similar to this with make.com, where you connect stuff, or otherwise what I do normally for a lot of my stuff is I use like a platform called Beehive for my newsletter stuff, where you can do like multiple things together. Like I have a little website hosted there, I send my like newsletter blast, you can also host a bit some like mini courses on it, so it's kind of a nice solution for more beginner friendly. But if you want something a bit like more streamlined in one place, we should probably talk later so you can tell me which tools you use, if they can be connected or not. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's quite a few solutions on the market.
Yeah.
There's
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Alex. I'm Carolina.
Hi,
I'm also
Carolina.
in the AI space, and regarding Make.com, I feel that it can cost a bit more long term. And now there are other solutions like N8N.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking, what's your approach? Have you tried? Do you think it's best in terms of costing and pricing?
So I use all of them. The thing is, like, there are different degrees. Like I'm showing you today Make.com because it's the most beginner friendly. They give you all the features on the free plan, and you can also still connect all your stuff that you might need. Zapier is the more expensive one, mostly for B2B, and 8N8 is the cheapest one with the highest learning curve. So like you need a bit of developer background, you need to know a bit additional systems. So it's a great one, but like it will not be very beginner friendly. If you are proficient in coding, definitely check out N8N. It's written N8N. Cool. Cedric.
Yes. All right, so we have one last question, and then we have a break.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for the talk. So every time I interact with AI, I have to train it to know about myself and my processes. And if I use different tools, I have to copy-paste all the time. Is there a way, as you do it at scale, to have that information in one place, and then so the AIs know how to know about you?
Yeah, so there's multiple ways to do this. Either you keep this information like in a PDF and you feed it all the time. That's why I kind of do it in the beginning, where I used to have like this business document on my own business, so like it was like 30 pages to provide context. Another way is to have keyboard shortcuts. I didn't show it in the presentation, this one today, because I have way too many workflows, but you can use a tool called TextBlaze that's basically keyboard shortcuts. So like every time you add /info, it will automatically paste like some messages into it. So then you can always have your business information easy access, so if you talk with Gemini, if you talk with Grok, if you talk with ChatGPT, you just put /info, it puts the whole information about your business, and then you can ask it the prompt. There's something even smarter which you can do, which is a bit of a forbidden hack, with SEO, search and optimization. You know that term, right? An interesting change that's happening is AI SEO. So if the AI knows about you, if you go to Perplexity and ask it, what do you know about Alex Northstar? It's going to tell you some very nice things. That I helped like 10,000 people, I've been doing this since a few years and so on, because I trained it to do that. What do I mean? I turn on sometimes, because a lot of people are afraid like, oh, privacy and so on. So I turn on the options to like for the model to remember the information. And every time I would use a shortcut, like for all my like more safe prompts, so not the client specific ones, for the safe prompts, where I'm gonna put it in the beginning. Hey, I'm the famous AI consultant, Alex Northstar. I do this for this, and here's my request. So I continuously train it for like months, so that now it kind of knows stuff about me, and I do it on purpose. You might want to try it out. It's going to take a bit of time to make that happen, but it's incredible. I think that's done. That's all the time I have.
All right, thank you so much. Give it up for Alex.
Yeah.